Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video we're going to go over AMC and GameStop, two meme stocks that have taken over 2020 and 2021, and I want to go over the charts. First one being my baby AMC, the one that I called back at $2 to have an explosive squeeze, has now had the squeeze, and now if I'm looking at this on a technical basis, AMC is looking very scary, and here's why. Firstly, today we broke down from our 50-day SMA. So why is this so significant? If I look on the history of this chart from our first run up here to our second run up, during our little break, you could see that we never really broke down from our 50 SMA. You could see we had one little break right here, we clawed our way back. We had another break here, we clawed our way back. And so here we are right now, AMC, we did break down today. And so now we are looking to claw our way back. But there are two indicators that are not looking favorable right now for AMC, and the first one is the MACD. So the MACD, you can see there's no signs of any sort of reversal on the horizon. This looks like it is going to continue to bleed down, and it does look like we are going to get into a negative MACD. And so the one thing playing in the favor for AMC is our RSI is starting to get down here at around 35. So we're not oversold yet, but I do believe we are going to stay in oversold territories for a while. And here's why. If I look at just our RSI right here from the beginning of the year, so from this point on, since AMC has gone explosive, we have not seen anything lower than a 50 RSI. So anytime we got to this 50 range, we might have dipped a little bit lower, but we came right back up. And so for 6 months, 7 months actually, we've held a very steady RSI here on AMC. And so this is the first time we're actually cooling off to a very low level on our RSI, but I expect this to continue. And so the one thing with AMC that people are going to start to get a harsh reality of is the fear associated with the general markets is going to affect the performance of AMC. What I mean by that is if people are scared that the overall markets are going to tank, or they believe that the interest rates are going to continue to climb, or they believe that the stock market is overvalued, then people are going to not be investing in the market directly. They are going to hedge their positions. They are going to either wait for a dip or they are going to short the market. So there's a lot of different ways people are going to anticipate a stock market crash. We had the biggest guy in the world, in my opinion, when it comes to market crashes, Michael Berry, saying that we are going to have the mother of all crashes, and then he proceeded to delete his Twitter account after he made such a bold claim. So we know it's going to happen, we just don't know when. I don't think it's going to happen just yet. I do think we could still squeeze out a couple more months in a nice strong bull market before we start to settle down. But in the current environment we're in right now with AMC, we need to get back above the 50 SMA. If we can't get above the 50 SMA, this is going to continue to trend down. I could see AMC finding a bottom here at around $20. I do think that could be another level to look for if you have not got into AMC and you believe in the short squeeze. Right now, let the beast calm down. It's had an extraordinary run. Shorts are going to be all over this right now. Hedge funds are going to use this as a prime opportunity to cover their positions, and I do think they will be able to get it down to around this $20 level. I don't think they could bring it any lower than that. However, that remains to be seen. We'll see if we can get the price action above our 50, but look for this $20 level of support right here as a nice little bottom in the short term for AMC. The next stock we're going to look at here is GameStop on the daily time frame. So also down today, and same thing here with GameStop. Our RSI is at a 33, so we're not oversold, but we're getting to those levels. You can see our MACD is parallel with each other. There's no sign of a reversal just yet. We have broken through all of our SMAs right here. We had a clear rejection here. We held our 100, but then here we got our rejection again. And in both cases, for AMC and GameStop, both stocks have had extraordinary gains the last year. And so we are seeing a cool off right now. You could just see my watch list right here is all red. We have no green right now in our markets. And so although the overall markets are green, by seeing stocks going down, it is showing that there is some fear in the markets that we are getting into a very hot bubble territory that may be on the verge of bursting. And so when you are looking at both of these stocks, I personally would not be even looking into GameStop. Even though they have made a ton of money during this run, I still don't think that they have any sort of way to rejuvenate their business model until they do. And so right now they should be using the capital that they have gained from their share offerings to have some sort of innovative idea. I know they are trying to get into the gaming space for esports, and I think that would be a huge market. I think if GameStop can host tournaments and have some sort of league here for esports, that could be major for this company. And I think that could be the one thing that will save this company and bring this even higher. I think a company that can run an esports league is going to dominate the future. And so whoever has that idea and can bring that idea to fruition are going to excel. And so when you look at AMC, I think AMC's business model can be a little bit more versatile. They have a lot more real estate. They have actual theaters they can rent out for different purposes. It doesn't have to be specifically a movie. If we tie in our gaming, we could have separate gaming rooms where you have people who are either streaming at a movie theater or you have people watching a stream. And so there's a lot of different innovative ideas you could take this business. And so right now we're not seeing any of that come to fruition, but this is just me speaking out loud, looking at two companies that need to rejuvenate their business model. And right now they have luckily got a lot of money from a lot of their share offerings, and so they have some capital now to use, and I believe to try to rejuvenate a dying business. And so if they can do that, I believe both of these companies will make it just fine. In terms of the prices right now, I would not be buying these stocks right now. It's just not the play to be in, especially in a bubble market. There are some better plays that have more upside when it comes to short squeeze. First one is Workhorse. Workhorse is my play here for another short squeeze. Another stock that is catching my eye right now is NOKIA. I've made a video on this in the past. I do think we have a decent amount of upside still here on NOKIA. At around 655, we are going to run into some resistance. There is now a gap to fill here at around 546. I do think we are going to get to resistance before we fill this gap, and so there is some room to squeeze on this for the upside. Overall, if we're looking at RSI, we are getting to overbought territory, so don't be surprised if you see this gap fill. Ideally, if this fills first, then that is actually a better strength of power, meaning that there's a better chance we can break past this level of resistance. However, if we test resistance first, get rejected, then there is a very great possibility that we back test and fill our gap here to the downside. So I just want to quickly also add in NOKIA into this video because these are all meme stocks that have had a similar trend. So I just wanted to quickly go over that. If you guys enjoyed this quick little update video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.